Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
First carry for James Conner, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 17 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Murray. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, a run with Conner. Shedding through the defense. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs. established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Connor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Able to get away. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
3rd down and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Reagor.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. James Conner and the Cardinal offense ready to get back to work.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 36 yards on the play. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 55 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert now.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play from the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. That is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
His throw incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is indeed good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 32 that time. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Benson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Murray off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Finds Johnston. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Herbert throwing again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Harris will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, Brissett. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Herbert now on second down.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 3.
Operating from the gun.
Herbert throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Murray now to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
A give up the middle with Benson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught.
And the Cardinals Cards are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third and 2, Herbert. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Murray now. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Dallas.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Murray.
Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun.
Herbert, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Herbert on third down now. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his man. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got another one to Johnston. And he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
To the air again. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't. For the Chargers, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Benson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On the give, it's Benson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
142 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Herbert back to the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Allen's got it complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
They run for it with Harris, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground with Benson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cards, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.